Hey guys, just finished watching Gotham Season 4, Episode 1, Dark Knight, Pax Penguina. It was definitely an interesting opening for season 4 of Gotham. It was really cool seeing the Scarecrow stuff. The Scarecrow stuff was great. It was perfect. It was interesting seeing the stuff with Bruce Wayne. It was really happy with kind of Bruce Wayne's storyline, and then the GCPD and the kind of dealing with Penguin and these whole new ideas of these license and stuff like that, which I think is an interesting idea, and I like the idea of this. And I see how it's a perfect idea going on to the whole setting up Bruce Wayne to becoming Batman and stuff, and he's doing a terrible job at it. I mean, his masks don't cover his face. I mean, I understand it's his first time doing it, but I mean, Alfred can't see, like, no, I can see Bruce Wayne right through the whole thing. You need to be able to set it up so that no one, not even Alfred, can recognize him as Bruce Wayne. Now, Alfred is so close to Bruce Wayne that he would recognize him through anything. But if even Alfred has a hard time seeing Bruce Wayne through that, he needs something different. So it's going to be interesting to see how things evolve with that. And it's nice seeing him kind of fail with things like this. But it also has a lot of points where it's just like, oh, he needs to have a voice changer. I mean, at the end he gets the list from this guy, and he's the guy hasn't met him, but the guy knows his voice, heard his voice just a few feet from him the other day. So it was like, didn't make sense, all that stuff. But it kind of makes sense that he's, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's learning and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see where things go with this and how he builds up to this. And I think I kind of like it, although I don't feel like he doesn't have any skills. All he's done is boxed with Alfred a few times, training here and there, and all that stuff. And yeah, Alfred's said to be a badass because he's done this and that and all that stuff, but it doesn't feel like Bruce Wayne hasn't spent years training. He hasn't gone and fought with the League of Shadows or anything like that. I mean, where is that? There's none of that. So I don't know. It's an interesting idea, and I guess since Penguin has this whole license set up, it brings the crime rate really down to really low. So there's very limited amount of crime, and the only crime that's going on is very limited and stuff. And so that allows Bruce Wayne to kind of test his skills and learn, but not on a full-on rage-filled Gotham with crime at astronomical heights and stuff like that, and crime all over the place. So I think it's interesting how they're playing with that. It is going to be cool to see where things go with this. Disappointing that we didn't get anything of Bullock. Bullock? Oh, no, Bullock. But actually Butch and stuff being Cyrus Skull and stuff like that being, what's his face? I can't think of the character's name, but Solomon Grundy from the comics. So that's going to be cool to see where that goes when things come on with that. And also bringing in, as they mentioned, bringing in Ra's al Ghul and stuff. So it's going to be cool to see where things go with this. I definitely can't wait to see where things are going. And it's interesting with, with Selena Kyle and how she's going, but I still, again, don't know where she's learned to fight and stuff like that. It feels like from one season to the next, has there been a time jump that I missed or something like that? In this, and that's how they all got good at fighting out of nowhere. I don't know. I just don't see how they learned to do that. I mean, it would have been interesting as if Selena had would have been in the fight and took out one guy, and then the other guys kind of ganged up on her, and then she had to be saved and stuff like that. So she learns to fight and all that stuff, because I don't know where they're getting these skills out of nowhere. They're just pulling them out of their asses type thing. So I don't know. It's interesting with this. I like where the show's going. I like the things they're doing with the Crane serum and stuff like that. That Crane fear gas, allowing us to see actual comic versions of the characters, seeing a cool looking Riddler when Cobblepot gets sprayed with the Crane gas and stuff there. And I think that's gonna be fun to see where things go and see. What does Jim see when he gets sprayed? And then in the previews we saw for next week, he gets sprayed for. He gets sprayed by Crane. It's gonna be fun to see where that goes, and see who he sees and all that stuff. And it's gonna be fun to see who does Bruce Wayne see if he gets sprayed later on. I'm assuming he'd probably see maybe his dead parents or something like that. But we'll have to wait and see. Could be interesting to see where things go with that and how things could be involved. And so yeah, it is pretty interesting. Definitely can't wait to see where things go. It doesn't make sense how these kids are all of a sudden able to fight, and when they've had no training, no nothing. And yeah, they're just fighting little guys here and there, but when they start going on to gangs and, groups of people, I don't know where they've got the skills to be able to take them on. I mean, I can see Bruce taking on a lonely one gunman, maybe, but who's, who's on drugs and whacked out of his mind and all that stuff, but I don't see him be able to take on anyone above that, but for some reason he's able to. So maybe it's just something I need to look over, but I'm just looking forward to him to becoming this. He needs to find a way to cover his eyes without putting makeup on his eyes, because that's the one thing that drives me nuts with all the Batman movies. Even Ben Affleck do it. They all paint their eyes, and then you got that scene from Kick-Ass with Nicolas Cage, and he's putting the makeup on his eyes. So what is it? Oh, gotta go save the world. Just a second. Gotta put on my mascara and put on the black. So you need to find a way to build up this thing where he puts on some sort of visor, some sort of lenses in his mask that allow him to see different things, to let him actually help him to use this stuff, and also would have some sort of voice modifier in there that allow him to see and stuff like that. So that would be cool to build up to that, because even the previews that I've seen with the other, like, looks like some sort of gimp mask type of thing, lets off a lot of his features in the eyes. Is really big around the eyes and stuff like that. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this evolves, and maybe throughout the season we'll get that get that fixed and stuff. So it's because he is Bruce Wayne inside of Gotham, even though he's really young and he's not, maybe in the tabloids all the time, because he's not partying around and all that stuff. And that's another thing. It's going to be interesting to see. He's not learning. Bruce needs to learn to be able to play both identities, have the playboy billionaire that no one would suspect is Bruce Wayne, because he just acts like Archer from the show, and he kind of just acts like a James Bond type character, like a ladies' man who's all just partying and all just this and that, and that's why no one believes him. I mean, you go back to Arrow season 1, and before he left in the island, he was nothing but a playboy, he's nothing but this and that. So when he comes back, no one would suspect that he's Green Arrow, although type thing, because he's not. He was just a playboy who fooled around on people and did all kinds of stuff like that. So that's where Bruce Wayne's going to have to build both separate identities, completely separate, and separate the two of them from them, instead of always trying to put a target on himself. And Alfred is having a terrible time, doing a terrible job at trying to explain him. Now, this is only the first episode, I understand all that, but we need to get into that, where we can separate the two identities and make them feel as far as possible as they are. So it's really interesting to see where that goes, and I definitely can't wait to see where things go when he starts playing Bruce Wayne and being Batman type of thing. That's where it's going to be cool, as Bruce Wayne is the mask and Batman is his true identity type of thing. So that's going to be cool to build up to that, but he hasn't gotten there yet. So it is interesting, but we'll just have to wait and see. So let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below of Gotham Season 4, Episode 1. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, also, I'm going to be doing some more videos. I'm trying to do my videos. We're trying to be live stream. Going to see how those worked out. They kind of worked out for the Defenders. Wasn't able to get it done for this one. But maybe next episode. I think the next show will be Gifted on the 2nd of October. I'm not sure. We'll see. But whatever next Marvel or DC show, I'll be trying to live stream for it. So if you want to check that out, you can come back here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.